It's like my deconstruction, for some would say it's of sin. If God is who he is, my question shouldn't budge him, and that is not the goal.
I believe that the word deconstruction has been kidnapped, used, misdefined, if that's even a word, the same way that woke was. I feel like people who are afraid of this term deconstruction took it and was like, well, that's not what this means. You know what I'm saying? And they turned it into this like attack on God. And it's way more complicated than that. For me, my deconstruction was connected to like family issues. So not only am I exploring God, I realized how much it was connected to relationships with family members and friends and spaces that had poor boundaries. And yeah, I've shared all that stuff at length, right? But I just hate the fact that the word deconstruction has been weaponized by what I believe to be people who are afraid of the term, which is why I say, if God is who he is, my question shouldn't budge him. So I saw some of y'all quote it and say should budge him. No, my question shouldn't move God from being who he is, right? All throughout the Bible, the most faithfulest of people had questions all the time. Some of those questions did not get answered. You know what I'm saying? So people should not be demonized. People should not be made to feel bad because they have questions about this deity that they cannot see or feel or sense or touch. And they have experiences where other people who claim to see and feel and hear and experience God manipulate it, or are very hurtful or harmful or just not nice people. So you could see why, like, dang, did I experience God in that way? Was that a real encounter, or was that just hyper emotionalism? But if God is who he is, my question shouldn't budge him. And that is not the goal.
That is not the goal. That is not my goal.
Because on the flip side of that, I'm also aware, some people, I should say, who are not necessarily trying to find God, they feel like they've stumped him. Like, aha, what book is it all the Hebrew Israelites go to, right? That's like the one book that they always go to, as if that book is the book that no Christian understands, right? So for some people, their goal is to pull a gotcha on God or pull a gotcha on the church. Their goal is to show everyone else, hey, look, y'all, I found God and I found him to be a fraud. But really, for a lot of people under the surface, that is, I feel alone and I need someone to affirm my experience. You know what I'm saying? Let me be clear. I am not out the woods at all. Like, this isn't a coming out party. Yeah, I'm back in the fold, y'all. No, the more layers I peel back, the crazier it gets. But my goal is not to stump believers. You know, that's not my goal. As I explained before, for some people, that is their goal. That is ultimately what they want. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? My name is Armond Wake Up. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. If you want to watch the full breakdown of my Far From Over verse, it is available on my Patreon. So here's what I'm trying to do. I'm looking to decrease how much I rely on social media to connect with my fan base. If you rock with Armond Wake Up, be it through the music, the fashion, the deconstructing, the safe spaces, the wrestling, anything, join the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And if you value my perspective, show me that by joining this space. There are other people there just like you. It is a really, really great space. And my goal by the end of 2025 is to have 100 paid patrons on my Patreon. So hopefully I will see you there. Otherwise, subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube, and I appreciate y'all either way.